Alright, I was able to defeat... Ah, shoot, hold on. I watched, as I have for all of the masked carnivals so far. Let me find it. I like to give credit where credit is due. Dang it, come here. History. The Blue Academy channel on YouTube rewatched the battle with Siegfried, the catch of the Siegfried. I don't know why it's called that. I know the catch of the day. The catch of the Siegfried doesn't make sense to me. But it's stage 30 of the Masked Carnival. The thing that he doesn't do that is insanely beneficial to do is... So yeah, I defeated it yesterday, pretty much right before bed, actually. Took me 4 tries yesterday, I think. Actually, more than that. Anytime I took any damage... I was trying to go for the achievements. Achievements total, I suppose. Which is do all 6 of the elements damage. So, I had Flamethrower, the Primal... like aerial blast, no, what's it called? Feather Rain or something like that from Garuda. Gosh, I actually had Sonic Boom so I could do wind damage as well, but I used Feather Rain for sure because it's extra damage. Why not? The 2 things that started getting me when I wasn't really paying attention were like in the first stage. There's 3 stages. In the first act, he goes. You don't want to cast magic on him. You can only do physical spells, or else he'll reflect it back to you. It says that he takes less damage, but he also reflects the damage back to you. So that you can, okay, for the achievement, you want to take 0 damage. On top of that, you got to do all the 6 elements and then the 3 damage types. So piercing, slashing, and blunt. For that, I had Goblin Punch, but you can use like Flying Leap. I think is blunt. J-Kick I think counts as blunt, and I actually used that, but it's for different reasons, just for like an off global cooldown that did some more damage. But yeah, the thing that he doesn't do in the video that you should definitely do is you should Etheric Mimicry any DPS, because the goal here, if you're trying to get the achievements, which is take no damage, do all 6 damage types, and do all 6 elemental types, and then all 3 physical slashing, blunt, piercing, slashing, and then also do it under the time limit. Doing it under the time limit means you gotta do damage. So Etheric Mimicry, DPS, please do it. And then watch the video a couple times. If it comes to it, I'm happy to make one, because there are things that aren't explained, like where to stand for the knockbacks, that would be beneficial to know. But like one of the strategies in round 3 when he starts to summon ads is as soon as he jumps into the middle, you cast Bristle, and then you get ready for whatever ad type it is. So like I think the first one is weak to ice, so I would Bristle, and then I would have, I don't remember what ice spell I used. I think I probably used Northerlies. You want to have one that you can spam. It's nice to have this as well for just extra damage here and there, and you can actually, if it's up at that particular time when that particular ad is spawned, great. But I don't think you should bank on that. You should just use these to damage the boss, in my opinion. So I hit him, like, you get your Bristle for 50% more damage on your next spell. You do Northerlies, which will give you a 330 potency cast for the first one, and you just spam Northerlies until the ice guy goes down. Once that ad goes down, the extra AoE shit that they'll put on the ground is done for. Even if like on the fire ad, if you kill the fire ad while these ice crystals, these big ice balls are still in the air, they're effectively done. They're not going to explode. They're not going to damage you. No problem. In round 2, it actually was, if I remember correctly, the ice balls that were the most annoying, because finding the gap on the outer edge is actually harder than you would think. There's like there is a larger gap between two of the ice balls than the other gaps between the other ice balls, but it's not so large that it's obvious immediately. You kind of gotta look hard. And you have very little time to do so. So you kind of want to be in the middle of the field when that kind of spawns. If you're going for the achievement, as soon as you take damage, just like step out into the lightning field in the outer circle and just let yourself die. But it's not that bad. Just make sure that if you are going for the achievement, that you are for sure, okay, I've done Electrogenesis, I've done Sonic Boom, I've done whatever the earth one you choose, the water one you choose, the ice, the fire? Yeah, fire. But yeah, it's not... I cheered when I succeeded at it finally, but it wasn't as hard as you would think, kind of once you understand it, which is a weird thing. Like, oh, of course you understand it, you defeated it finally. Yeah. Not with that. But anyway, so here's the level 60 quest. I'm actually level 71 right now, but I'm behind just because I just liked leveling blue, and I didn't need to do it with the blue storyline necessarily. Just kept going. But blue cheese, level 60, given to us by Martyn. Sorry for the digression up until now. 6.5 minutes, wow. But hopefully I give you some information to defeat Siegfried. And yeah, we are in Ul'dah, near-ish to the Milvaneth's aquarium. Let's go. You did it! The Great Azuro has been avenged! Honestly, mate, I can't tell you how satisfying it was seeing you knock the stuffing out of that pompous bastard. I pat my chest. Haha, from the pitter-patter of distant footsteps, it sounds like I ain't the only one who wants to congratulate you. Is it the two ladies? The two blue ladies? Cutscene, by the way. It is. They look more geared than they were last time. They both give a little cheer and a celebration. Nutiba Buntiba says, "Superlative, splendiferous, the pinnacle of blue magery. Truly, you are everything I aspire to be." And Pianda, I knew Azuro II wouldn't let us down." I just wave it off. Up comes Royse. "So you're the ones who were screaming at the top of your lungs from start to finish? It's nice to know Mercy has such enthusiastic followers." "Of course, no one was more pleased than me to see you triumph over Siegfried. The Celestium and its menagerie remain in my possession, and I'll sleep more easily knowing that Fyrgeiss won't be unleashing any void scent just to clear out those blasted minds of his. You have my thanks." She gives a bow. Somebody is coming, and it is Fyrgeiss and Siegfried. Siegfried is shaking his head behind his father. "Mercy, you beat me fair and square. Even with all of that magitech, I was no match for you." He gives a bow. "Yes, I must commend you on a fine victory. What is more, you have opened my eyes to the potential of blue magic. I know better than anyone how fierce a fighter my son is, yet you had an answer for his every move. Your defenses nigh on impenetrable, your barrage of attacks overwhelming, and on the few occasions that his blows struck true, your healing art swiftly mended the wounds." That's not true. I didn't heal myself even once in all the failures, because I wanted to get the achievement, so no healing done. I just dodged everything. I think I probably tried like 5 times the first day that I started trying, and then I'm pretty sure, I would say maybe 10. Like if I took damage, I just, KO'd myself. I wonder if taking like Final Sting to KO myself faster would have been smarter. But whatever, doesn't matter. That's a lame person's out, no. But yeah, no healing needed, just dodging and knowing what I was in for. "So the Blue Mages Guild has gained your seal of approval, so to speak?" says Martyn, like right up in his face, kind of kowtowing, wringing his hands, begging, basically. Fyrgeiss is taken aback a bit, but nods. More or less, while Mercy here easily surpasses my expectations, and you possess no small amount of ability yourself, I have yet to assess the suitability of the guild as a whole. I shall hire you and your mages on a per-job basis, and have you fulfill whatever roles are deemed necessary." You will not regret this. I shall handpick our very best according to your requirements, all for a reasonable price. I assume you shall refrain from taking more than your fair share? Says Nutiba Buntiba, a sly smile on her face. Martyn takes a step back and looks at her. Well, part of the payment will go to the running costs of the guild. Besides, I think I'm entitled to a bit of a finder's fee, all things considered. You can't expect the guild master to live on table scraps, he says, turning to her. Everybody laughs around him. Royse says, Haha, I shouldn't laugh, really. He has actually been surviving on scraps for a while now. Perhaps I should pay him a bit more. Ah, yes, there was one thing I wanted to say. I apologize for speaking out of turn at Copperbell Mines, Master Fyrgeiss. He shakes his head. No, you had every right to be angry, and when you suggested that the other members of the syndicate thought of me as second-rate, it struck a nerve, because deep down, I knew it was true. He crosses his arms. In the events following Teleji Adeleji's death, Lolorito's influence has been growing steadily, while Godbert's Gold Saucer continues to make Gil hand over fist. As for Prioress Dulala, being head of the Order of Nalthal means her position will always be secure. I, on the other hand, have been desperately searching for a means to reassert myself within the Syndicate. It is fair to say that perhaps the success I had attained in my youth led to complacency. Royse, you remind me of myself when I was your age. I traversed the length and breadth of Thanalin, doing whatever it took to fill Amagina and Sons' coffers. I once had that same drive, the same desire to innovate that I see in you. From now on, rather than using my wealth to bully others into relinquishing control of what is theirs, I shall strive to create something from the ground up, to explore new frontiers. The camera just pans across the blues and the Mamulja and then back to the father and son, and it seems there is no better time to begin than right now. After all, I am not getting any younger. I bid you all good day. Siegfried bows as his father leaves. He turns and leaves as well. Excuse me. Speaking of exploring frontiers, that's exactly what Nutiba and I should be doing. Who knows, we might even discover new blue magic that even the Guildmaster's never seen. She and Nutiba bow and go running off. No doubt they're feeling inspired after seeing the exploits of Azuro II. My audiences will be eager to see more of you, too, so the doors of the Celestium are always open, should you be available to put on a show. And Royse gives a wave and leaves as well. Martyn looks like his back hunches, like he hunches forward just a little bit, like exhausted or dejected or something. And once again, I'm left feeling about as useful as teats on a bull. I reckon it's time I packed it all in. And this cutscene goes black. I thought there was going to be something else. It packed it all in, ... Sorry. But we talked to Martyn to complete the quest. For some reason. They couldn't just keep going. I don't know why. Mercy, there's no point denying it any longer. You've well and truly surpassed me. You've mastered everything I've mastered, triumphed where I've miserably failed. I've enjoyed my moment in the limelight, but I know when it's time to bow out. The day has come for me to hang up my cloak and little eye mask thingy. It's funny. My options are, no, Martyn, the show must go on, or, well, it was nice knowing you. No, Martyn, the show must go on. It's no use, Mercy. My mind's made up. It's better for me to quit while I'm ahead. Quit before things get any worse. He turns, crosses his arms. But enough of this. This is really it, mate. It's curtains for the great Azuro. What do you want from me, man? We get a higher camera that kind of... But hark! His eyes flash open. He points in the distance a little bit, like in his blue stance. From the ashes rises Azuro III, the intrepid founder of the Blue Mages Guild. The Mamulja are shocked, as am I. So, what do you think? I'll tell everyone the great Azuro was just looking after it until Azuro III returned from somewhere. I'll think of that later. And that's not all. He'll also be the new star attraction of the Masked Carnival, giving me a chance to start afresh there too. I shrug. Of course, I'll be carrying on my research into the into new blue mage strategies and whatnot, and maybe even make my own army like Fyrgeiss did. Might be a few gil in that. Anyway, I'll still need you to help out with the log, so come by the guild whenever you find the time. The Mamulja laugh or cheer. The scene pans up. Blue cheese is complete. We get a level 60 mask that is, well, and 25,000 experience points as well, and 550 gil. It's useless in that I can do the next quest already. Cool. The mask is sort of useless in that it's blue only, but all of my blue mage gear is currently shared with black mage, and it would be also shared with any other. That sucks, man. But I have a red mask that's basically the same thing. But you can't link, as far as I know, and I hope that I'm wrong about this, because it'd be awesome if I was wrong, but you can't link glamours to a specific class. They are linked to a piece of gear. And even at level 100, I am not buying gear that is purely paladin, or it's tank gear. It's shared by all tanks. So, but because this is a blue only headpiece, if I were to put it on this head gear that is shared by blue and eventually will be shared by black mage, but for now it's not because black mage is only level 63. My black mage, when wearing this particular legionary visor or augmented whatever it is, would not get any glamour on it at all. So I'll still put it in the whatchamahoosit. Actually, I have 7 levels of not being able to wear this headpiece for black mage, so like for those 7 levels I can have it augmented, and then if blue mage jumps ahead again, you can have the next headpiece augmented, and whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, this video is probably way longer than it needed to be. My voice is already starting to feel bad. It sucks, but I'll be fine. And I will see you for whatever video of mine you watch next. Bye bye for now.